Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Jones. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
This will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play.
Touchdown! That's caught. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Jones.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Murray. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down at 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Out left to Anderson. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one complete to Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Jones, flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Toss play, Kamara. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is,
he rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got Anderson on the slant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Rodgers.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Shi Smith,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flushed out right. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Callaway. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So